Mr. Mayor, Mr. President, members of the council, I'm Dave Walker. I reside at 37 Beacon Street in Bridgeport. I'm here this evening to express my outrage regarding the most recent tax increase and the failure of the current and former mayors and city councils to govern the city in a competent manner for many years. Please wait to the end. Thank you. Many Bridgeport taxpayers feel the same way that I do, and a number of them here tonight. And before I left to come here, I had a gentleman call me who apologized for not being able to be here because he just checked into the hospital. He probably just read his tax bill. Basic economic and good governance principles dictate that the long-term economic viability of any city depends on growing its tax base faster than the budget. Since 2008 alone, the city's taxable grand list has declined significantly, while city spending has increased significantly. This represents a failure on both of these key dimensions and the exact opposite of what city leaders are supposed to do. The resulting tax increases have had serious adverse consequences for many city taxpayers, far beyond those that are here tonight. The recent effective 29% mill rate increase is among the highest in global history. It represents a clear demonstration of this city's failed governance structure. We, the people, have had enough, and we're tired of politicians not telling us the truth. For example, there are at least 3 big lies associated with the most recent tax increase. First, trying to characterize a 29% mill rate increase as tax relief is a bold-faced lie. It represents a 29% effective tax rate increase for every taxpayer. Those persons whose actual property tax went down were overtaxed for years. And for those property values that didn't go down at least 29%, their actual tax bill increased when the city already has one of the highest property tax burdens in the entire nation. Second, claiming that a vote for the budget was not a vote for a tax increase is also a lie. The mill rate is just a mathematical plug. Finally, based on independent research, claiming that 2/3 of real property owners received a tax decrease is also a lie. What happened to candidate Ganem's tax, transparency, and accountability promises? Candidly, if we had the right to recall elected officials in Connecticut, the mayor and many of you would be recalled right now. To further reduce real estate property values and make Bridgeport a less attractive place to live and have a business. Even more disturbing, they are forcing retirees and others on fixed incomes from their homes, and they serve to divide families. I know several people in this category, and a number of them here tonight. This is unacceptable, and it has to stop. Candidly, both Bridgeport and Connecticut have taken the form of failed socialist states that are run by career politicians associated with one political party who have little or no real-world experience in growing businesses and restructuring organizations. Bridgeport has a one-party Tammany Hall-like organization running the city for the benefit of its members, families, and friends, rather than the city's residents. For many years, including during Mayor Ganem's first stint as mayor, city leaders have failed to right-size city government and rationalize the city's unreasonable, unaffordable, unsustainable, and unfunded retirement plans in an equitable and sustainable manner. In addition, for many years, Bridgeport State Legislative Delegation has not done enough to ensure that Bridgeport is treated fairly in connection with state education formulas, residential property tax burdens, and many other issues. Nonetheless, I appreciate the fact that some of our state elected representatives are here tonight. Thank you. You can't have a great state and failed cities. It's time for our local and state elected officials to recognize that reality and get to work and deliver some real results for Bridgeport's taxpayers before it's too late. One thing is abundantly clear. Current city leadership has not told the people the truth about the state of the city's finances. Bridgeport's financial numbers are clear and compelling, and Bridgeport is rapidly headed for bankruptcy. Failure to recognize this represents ignorance and gross negligence. It is also clear that current leadership does not have the willingness and or the ability to do what needs to be done to put the city's finances in order. As a result, the time has come for Mayor Ganem and this council to ask Governor Malloy to appoint an independent and professional financial controller. This is the only realistic way to avoid bankruptcy, treat employees and retirees equitably, enhance the city's competitive posture, and reduce taxpayer burdens over time. In closing, Mr. Chairman, in closing, when in the course of human events, the people are subjected to repeated lies, ignorance, and incompetence that have significant adverse consequences on their lives, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, they have the right and even a duty to rise up and challenge the status quo. Such is the case in Bridgeport.
Mr. Walker, you have to wrap. Please wrap up.
It's time for action rather than more of the same. You're killing the city.